Hello my dear students, welcome to Chemistry NEET Lovers. Today let us discuss IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. Come to your class, organic nomenclature. For IUPAC nomenclature there is a formula that is already written over here. That is word root, primary suffix, secondary suffix, primary prefix and secondary prefix. Word root means it is the name of parent chain. We know if it is one carbon, we can call it as meth. Two carbon, we can call it as eth, prop, but, pent, etc. That is word root. Generally, we can write it as al. And primary suffix means it represents saturated or unsaturated compound. That is, if it is a saturated compound, we can write it as alkane, A-N-E. If it is a double bond, E-N-E or triple bond, Y-N-E. So, primary suffix indicate A-N-E or E-N-E or Y-N-E. And secondary suffix indicate the functional group. Secondary suffix indicate functional group. Functional group. Functional group in the sense, suppose OH group is present, that is alcoholic group. We can call it as ol as secondary suffix. If aldehyde group is present, we can call it as al as secondary suffix. If carboxylic acid is present, we can call it as oic acid. Got it? If ketone group is there, we can call it as ONE, on, as secondary suffix. So, that is secondary suffix. That is the functional group. It indicates the functional group. Come to left side of word root, this is primary prefix. Primary prefix indicates cyclo. It is only for cyclic compound, that is, it is cyclo. If the compound is a cyclic compound, we have to add cyclo as primary prefix. If it is not a cyclic compound, no need of primary prefix. Okay, then come to secondary prefix, that is substituent. Suppose methyl or ethyl or alkyl or halide substituents are present, we have to represent the substituent over them. Methyl, ethyl, chlorine, chloride or bromine, nitro. These all are the substituents. If substituent is present, we have to mention it as secondary prefix. Okay. So that is the basic concept that we have to know. The basic formula used for IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature. The basic formula used for IUPAC nomenclature. And the rules of this IUPAC nomenclature we can discuss with some examples. So first example, solution. This is first example. So here a compound is given. First of all we have to find the parent chain. The longest carbon containing chain is called parent chain. So let us number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbon, that is the parent chain. So what is word root? 7 carbon, the word root is het. And there is no double or triple bond. So what is primary suffix? A-N-E. Primary suffix is A-N-E. And there is no functional group present, so there is no secondary suffix present. Okay, then come to left side, primary prefix. It is not a cyclic compound, so no need of primary prefix. Come to this secondary prefix. Secondary prefix indicate substituent. So here there is a substituent. So secondary prefix is the, which substituent it is? It is a methyl substituent. And we have to mention the position. So we can number this compound from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you are numbering in this way, this methyl substituent should get the number as 5. Suppose if you are numbering from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you are numbering in this way, this methyl substituent should get the number as 3. So that is the first rule. Substituent should get the least number. Substituent should get the least number. So what is the name of this compound become? 3-methyl heptane. 3-methyl heptane. The compound name become 3-methyl heptane. Clear no? Substituent should get the least number. That is the first rule. Let us come to another example. Look here. So first of all we have to find the parent chain, longest chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon system. So 6 carbon system means the word root is hex. And there is no double bond, so primary suffix is AND, hexane. Okay. Then let us come to the substituent. There is no secondary suffix present, there is no primary prefix present. Come to secondary prefix, that is substituent. So substituents are present in second position, fourth position and fifth position. All are methyl substituent. Okay. So look here, 2, 4, 5. If we are numbering in this way, we will get substituent in the position 2, 4 and 5. Suppose if we are number in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will get substituent 2, 3 and 5. 2, 3 and 5. That is the next rule, that is lowest set of locants. Lowest set of locants. Look here, the set of locants. Locants means the position of the substituent. Position of the number. Locants means it is a number, position of that substituent. So look here, it is 2, 4, 5. It is 2, 3, 5. Which set is lowest one? This set is lowest one. So this is the correct number. So the name become 2, 3, 5 trimethyl hexane. Put it. This second rule, lowest set of locants. First rule, substituent should get the least number. Next one is lowest set of locants. Okay. Come to another example. Let us see a compound here. Let us number this. Let us take the parent chain. Let us see the longest parent chain. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a 9 carbon system, that is the word root is none and primary suffix is ane, none. So the parent chain is none. Then come to the substituent. There is substituent present, 3 different substituents are there. 4th position and ethyl group is the 6th position, methyl group and 8th position. There is again a methyl group. Suppose if we are numbering in this way, we will get substituent in the position 4, 6 and 8. Suppose if we are numbering in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Substituent are in the position 2, 4 and 6. So which set is lower set? This set is lower set. So it will get the priority. This is the correct number. Okay. Then look here. In here, 2 and 4 the same methyl group itself and 6th position ethyl group is there. There is more than one substituent present. The substituents are arranged according to alphabetical order. Remember, there is no change in numbering, but they are arranged according to alphabetical order. So what is the correct name become? 6-ethyl. First of all, we have to name ethyl. But numbering is 6 itself. 6-ethyl 2,4 dimethyl nonane. Got it? That is the third rule. If different substituents are present, substituents are named according to alphabetical order. Substituents are named according to alphabetical order. Clear? Okay. Listen. A compound is given. So first of all, let us find the parent chain. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is parent chain is 9 carbon system. That is parent chain. Now let us see the substituent, there are two substituents present in third position and seventh position. If we are numbering in this way, we have two substituents, third position and seventh position. And one is methyl substituent and another one is ethyl substituent. Suppose we are numbering in this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, the substituent present in the same position. If you are numbering in this way, substituent present in the same position, isn't it? Yes. Look here. Then the substituents are present in 3 and 7. But one is methyl and one is ethyl. In this case, we have to choose the correct numbering according to the alphabetical order of substituent. That is the next rule. In this case, if both the substituents are present in the same position, the numbering should choose according to the alphabetical order of substituents. So, if you are choosing in this way, third position ethyl and seventh position methyl. If you are choosing in this way, third position methyl and seventh position ethyl. So, first alphabet should get the least number. So, which is the correct numbering? This is the correct number. Got that point? First alphabet should get the least number. If two substituents are present in the same position, two different substituents are present in the same position, the correct order of numbering, first alphabet should get the least number according to the alphabetical order of substituent. First alphabet should get the least number. Got that point? So look here, what is the name become? 3-ethyl, 7-methyl, nonene. Got it? Come to another example. First of all, let us see the parent chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 carbon system. That is the parent chain. Now look here. Here substituent is present on 5th carbon. Suppose we are numbering from here, it is 6. So it is substituent in this numbering, substituent present in the 5th carbon. In 5th carbon there is a substituent. We can say it is a complex substituent because this substituent can name by using numbers. We can't name it directly. We can name only by using numbers. That type of substituents are called complex substituent. So, if complex substituent, more than one complex substituent is present, instead of bi, tri, tetra, we have to use bis, tris, tetrakis, etc. So, here 5th carbon there is a substituent. It is same substituent present, but it is a complex substituent. Two substituents are there. So, we can call it as bis. So, the name become, in 5th carbon, two substituents are there. So, 5, 5. So, the name become 1, 1 dimethyl propyl. 1, 1 dimethyl propyl. That is the substituent. So, two same substituent present. So, in 5th position, two same substituent present. That is why 5, 5. In 5th position itself, same substituent present. So, 5, 5. Two substituents are there. So, instead it is a complex substituent. Instead of bi, we can write it as bis. Bis 1, 1 dimethyl propyl. 1, 1 dimethyl propyl. Close the bracket. Then the name of parent chain, decane. Decane. Got it? Let us see another example. Here there is a double bond, a compound with there is no substituent present, but there is a double bond. So first of all, let us find the parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again remember, double bond should get the least number. In this case, if you are numbering 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4, both are same symmetrical molecule, that is why no problem. But remember always double bond should get the least number. So it is the compound. So 4 carbon system, so word root is but. But. Then what about the primary suffix? It is ene. Ene. How many enes are there? 2 enes are there. So it is diene. 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 So remember, there is a rule. If primary suffix is starting with a consonant, primary suffix is starting with a consonant, word root has to end with a. So remember, primary suffix is starting with a consonant, word root has to end with a. So it is not butadiene, it is butadiene. Butadiene. So the position buta 1, 3 diene. Buta 1, 3 diene. Got that point? If primary suffix is starting with a consonant, word root has to end with a. Okay? Let us come to another example. In this case, double bond is there as well as triple bond is also there. So who will get the priority? Remember, always double bond should get the priority. Double bond should get the least number. So the name become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbering in this way. So the name become, so it is hex. Hex. Hex 1, 3 diene. So diene D. So it is hexa 1, 3 diene. Then this E is replaced with the 5 YNE. Got it? Hexa 1, 3 diene 5 YNE. So remember, double bond should get the least number. Remember, double bond should get the least number. Clear? Let us see another example. What about this compound? From where we have to start? Always remember, double bond having more priority than that of triple bond. So we have to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the name become pend 1 E 4 I. Got it? Listen, let us see another compound. Here, in this case, how can we number? We can number, we said double bond should get the least priority. Suppose if you are numbering like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the double bond present in second position and triple bond present in fourth position. Suppose we are numbering in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 3. So in this case, we have to use lower set of locant. So the number 1, 3. This is 1 and 3 and this is 2 and 4. Which one the lower set of locant? This one is the lower set of locant. So what is the name become? Pend 3 in 1 I. So these are the previous question. Don't confuse with this. So always remember double bond should get the least number. But if lower set of locant is also applicable, we have to consider lowest set of locus. So this is the correct number. Got that point? Okay. The next type of questions let us discuss in next video. Today let us find out. Thank you.